So I was pulling up this Snapchat chart to review earnings, and I wanted to see kind of what kind of price action we got after the open. So I want to also go over how I do my technical analysis, so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking for in what I do when I do my charts. So here we are with a 4 hour chart on Snap. Typically, I like to go for the 4 hour range. It gives me a little bit more time to work with, and it just gives me an idea of the overall trend. But we can also go down to a 45-minute chart and see what the local price action is as well. Just double click on these sidebars if you have any issues with getting the measurements right, and then you can go ahead and further adjust it from there as well. So here in the local area, we do see that we had a strong breakout above this all-time high, and we did test this as a form of support. So I will expect us to kind of drift down maybe a little bit here, retest this again before continuing higher. That could be a quick retest, but the great thing about these stocks where they are here is you have a whole area where prices never explored before, but you also have an area where price has explored, which is going to be in this area right here. So this area, price has already gone to and rejected from. So you see this here. We'll make this a dark box, or a resistance box, so you can get a better idea. This is where volume and price did not match up. So you can clearly see here, this is a strong level of resistance. And these are always going to appear on the chart, so you can kind of understand where the where the supply and demand zones are. Here, this would be a supply zone because we have just plenty of supply that had been gathered up, and people are just selling right into that. So we have massive sell orders probably coming in here and pushing the stock lower as soon as we get to the supply zone. So these are things that you should always be aware of in the chart. But what you see here is this is an interesting move with us going into the supply zone. And what we did is we actually we did not immediately reject from it, but we did reject from it up here. When we did that, we did travel down to the bottom level of this trend level, which is something that you'll have to have on your chart as it kind of goes. So when we found support here, we found more resistance right here in our supply area. So what this indicates to me is there's a lot of buyers and a lot of people, or a lot of sellers, looking forward to these earning results that came in here. And what occurred was Snapchat ended up having great earnings results. So what does that do? That flips everybody here into buyers. So now this should act as a area of liquidity for the buyers. There should be more buyers coming in here now. So this is an extremely important level for the Snapchat to hold, because if anything pushes us down and we are not able to hold this level right here, which it looks like we will be, this area beneath will be a really volatile area to be in. However, there will be a lot of support buying at first, but there's always you don't always just want to take that first trade out. In fact, you always want to look for that confirmation here, because you could be buying the top right here thinking you're going to go to 95 plus, but the market doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen that quickly. And so you shouldn't be out there chasing things. You should be out there with a plan, and you should make sure You have your stops set, your plan in place before you make any decisions in the markets. Especially right now, it's extremely volatile, and there's a lot of people getting stopped out on either side. So we did find this clear level of higher support formed. There's a first support. You could even call here to be a minor support. This is a higher. We do see a higher forming support here as well. So this could give you an indication here that we may be seeing a further support formed right here. So this was the money support. It had formed higher than the previous two supports on a critical trend line. We went into a supply zone, had great earnings, broke out, and now we're exploring all-time highs. So for everyone in Snapchat, I hope this gives you a little bit of clarity. I look forward to hearing your feedback and see what you guys think about this. Thanks.